What's going on, everybody? This your girl Elise coming to you live from Unbroken Mindset. I'm here to drop a video today explaining how you can start wholesaling in 30 days or less with no money down. Yes, $0, no money down, wholesaling. Before we get started, guys, let's go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel so you'll be notified once we go live. Yes, Unbroken Mindset. We do it all over here, including real estate. Let's go. Let's get to it. All right, so how do you get started in wholesaling in 30 days or less with no money down? Zero money down. The only money that you'll be using is the gas in your car, and that's simply by driving for dollars. Driving for dollars. Now, you may not understand what driving for dollars is. Well, let's go ahead and explain that. Driving for dollars is simply you getting in your car, you driving around the neighborhood, you driving around your city, you driving around a part of town that you may think has more renters than owners. That's the target. That's the area that you want to locate. You locate that area, and you know what you do? You go ahead, you look at neighborhoods. You ride through these neighborhoods. You're looking at houses that has tall grass. You're looking at houses that has boarded up windows. You're looking for houses that has a lot of mail in the mailbox. You're looking for houses that may have the roof is bad. You're just looking for anything that makes it looks like an eyesore in that neighborhood. And once you find that, you write that address down, write it down. You keep doing it. Go out there and drive for dollars for about 2-3 hours, however much time that you have until you've compiled a list, and that list is long enough to go back to the house, and now you got some work on your hands. Once you get back home, how do I find the numbers? How do I find the owners to this property? How am I going to get information on this property without using any money? You know what you do? You go to Google, you put that address in, that address is going to come up, you take it, you figure out the county code. All right. So just say I live in Atlanta. Well, I don't live in Atlanta, Georgia, but I live in Georgia, but I live in Gwinnett County. So if I'm looking in my area and it's a address that's somewhere, I don't know, Lawrenceville, Decula, Georgia, Loganville, Grayson, all these cities are in Gwinnett County. So I would take that address and I would go to the Gwinnett County tax assessor website and I would go do a property search. Once I do my property search, I would then take that address and put it in there, and it's going to spit out to me the person's name that owns that property. So, hey, I just put in 123 Main Street, Snellville, Georgia. I go to Gwinnett County. I go to tax assessor. I go into the property search. I put that address in, and it gave me a John Doe. I take John Doe, and there's a lot of sites out here that you can use. But again, we're trying to use something that has zero money down, no dollars. We don't want to use any of our money right now. All right. We'll go to True People Search. True People Search. True People Search is free. You put that number in, that name in, you put that city in, and it'll give you a whole list of names that, you know, you can filter through, and you'll 9 times out of 10 find the right person that owns that house. Again, that's what you call skip tracing. Once you get the address and once you find the owner that belongs to that address, now you're trying to find out the number for them. So now you're skip tracing. You're trying to figure out who this is, the number, all this. So, all right. So now we found 123 Main Street in Snellville. We got John Doe. We got their phone number. What do we do next? All right. Now we're going to call John Doe. Me personally, I shoot a text message first, because if you live in a city or, you know, you may have a different area code, you want to shoot them a text message to let them know what you're doing. And, hey, you know, my name is Elise, and I saw you had a property that looks like it can have a lot of renovations that's going on to it right now. Are you interested in selling? You know, what do you want to do with the property? Or well, however you want to break that ice. They're only going to say 1 or 2 things. Yeah, I want to sell. No, I don't want to sell. How did you get my number? Now, 9 times out of 10, they're going to always ask you, how did you get my number? You just explain to them how you got your number, what you're doing. You're an investor. You know, they may say, hey, yeah, I want to sell. You know, I'm kind of tired of the tenants that's in my house, because, you know, if you're going to a side of town that has more renters than owners, 9 times out of 10, you may find a tired landlord. And that person may just be tired of the people, the tenants that are in their house. So those are the ones you're really trying to target, honestly. But and then you may have somebody that had a house that was left to them as an inheritance. It was left behind to them, just something that they invested in. Probably they didn't have enough money to finish it, or like I said, they just probably got left to them and they're not even here. They may live out of town, out of the country, out of state, and they just probably want to sell the house. All right. So just say all goes well and that person say, hey, you know what? Yeah, I'm interested in selling. Let me go ahead and you can come out to the house and you can visit the property. You can walk the property. Once you go out there and you walk that property and, you and John Doe, hey, I like this and it looks good and let's come up with a number here. You guys work out your magic, work a deal. You got a deal on the table. So just say John Doe said you can buy this house for $50,000, right? All right. Once you say, hey, all right, at that point, you're going to get and put together an assignment contract. And in that assignment contract, you're basically just saying that they're assigning this contract to you, and you or somebody else, you can assign that contract to them and they can purchase that house for the price that you guys have agreed upon. All right. That does not mean that you have to put $50,000 up. That's not what it means. That just means that your name is on that contract, but you can assign that contract to someone else, i.e. your in cash buyer, to purchase this property. All right. So now if you have a cash buyer on hand, like I said, in this scenario, everything is what it is. You have a cash buyer lined up. And the purpose of this video is just to let you know how you can get started in wholesaling in 30 days or less with no money on the table. All the money you've used is the money that you spent in gas to go out and drive these properties, right? So just say you went to an event, you went to a free real estate event, or you went to a seminar, you did something, and you see these signs that say, hey, we buy homes cash money, and you call up and you got Jane Doe on the phone, and Jane Doe say, yeah, I'm interested in a property on 123 Main Street. I can meet you out here. And you tell Jane, hey, well, look, I got this house and I'm willing to sell it for $70,000 or, whatever price you come up with. So just say Jane said, I don't want to purchase for $70,000, but I'll give you $65,000. Okay, great. Now Jane Doe is purchasing it from you for $65,000. You got it from John Doe for $50,000. So now you're standing to make a $15,000 profit if this deal go ahead and close. So like I said, that's one of the ways that you can get started in wholesaling, by using zero money down. There's a lot of ways that, you can do it with using zero money down, but this is just one of the strategies that you can use. And like I said, once you go out there and you find these targets, areas that has more renters than owners, and you can go and target any area. You can drive any area. It doesn't just have to be a place that is 2 hours from your house or an hour from your house. It could be a house that's right up the street that you may not even notice that's empty, until you're actually like driving around and you're looking for empty homes at this point. Because before I started wholesaling, I'd be driving and going on about my day. But now I'm actually scouting homes. I'm actually looking. Like I'm actually enjoying going to the grocery store now, because I'm looking for houses all the time when I'm driving. When I'm going to my son's track or basketball practice, I'm driving around looking at homes that I can potentially be starting to look at, looking at to try to get see if a property is available or whatnot. But again, and then once you find the address, you take that address, you go take it to the county, that website, plug it in, you skip trace it, get that phone number. Like I said, you can go to True People Search, because True People Search is free. And once you do that, you're just cold calling. You're just calling these people back to back, texting them, until you can get in touch with somebody until you get a yes. And once you get a yes, then hopefully, prayers that's the open line of communication for your, your first contract. You may forget your first deal. But again, guys, like I said, this your girl Elise. This is just one of the ways that you can drive for dollars, and you can get started in wholesaling in 30 days or less. Go ahead, make you some money with no money down, without even utilizing your credit, without leveraging your credit, without getting anything done to your credit, without putting up any of this crazy capital. This is one of the ways you can get started in wholesaling in 30 days or less. All right. Again, this your girl Elise, coming to you from Unbroken Mindset. Again, we do it all over here. We don't just do stocks. We don't just do crypto. We do real estate as well. I'm going to be dropping these videos on you all the time, giving you content, giving you plays. I'm going to start going live, showing me being out here and what I'm doing in the field of wholesaling. All right, you guys, have a good one.